Kamala Harris's campaign declined to have her go on Joe Rogan. I just saw it last night. Last night, one of her campaign spokespeople was asked about her going on Joe Rogan because Trump is going to be on Rogan's show today. And he said that Kamala Harris and the campaign had decided that she wouldn't do it because even though her campaign had previously said that they would consider it and that they would, that they won't now because she has a lot of events coming up and she's just not going to have time. Let me pretend for a moment that this video, that this message is going to get to someone on Kamala Harris's campaign, okay? Your campaign is garbage. It's giving, I don't want to win. It's giving Hillary Clinton 2016. It's giving, I don't care if I get men voters. I don't understand how they don't understand what a giant missed opportunity this is, okay? The reason why they raise money, why a campaign raises money, and Kamala Harris has raised a fuck ton of money. Why do you raise money, right? So that you can get out the vote, promotion, campaign material, TV, and digital ads. And of course, when foreign governments give you money and corporations, it's because they want you to legislate on their behalf. But generally, if you're raising money from regular people, it's for campaign material, right? So the question is, why would her campaign give up the opportunity for that massive amount of free media, free earned media? Joe Rogan is like the most influential and popular podcaster on Spotify, okay? He gets millions of listeners every single day to his podcast, and his constituency, his listenership is overwhelmingly cis men. Why would you give up that opportunity? Why? Why would you pass that up? Especially since we know from data that men are less likely to vote for Democrats. Like, what are you doing? Trump recently, an article came out showing that he was starting to lose working class, uneducated white men. This might be an opportunity for you to go and try to appeal to them. Why aren't you doing that? This is political malpractice, for real. I keep saying this, but like, I feel like they're trying to lose. Like, it's giving such 2016 vibes. And by that I mean, there were a lot of signs that people ignored toward the election that she was gonna lose. Like, there were signs, and I'm sounding the alarm because the signs are there. It is so ridiculous and really unacceptable and unforgivable that this campaign said no to this joy. What are you so busy for? You can't take a couple hours out of her schedule to go sit down with Joe Rogan. Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys too busy campaigning with Liz Cheney and other never Trump Republicans that have no real life constituency in the fucking country? Speaking of 2016 vibes, they've brought back Russia. There was a report that Elon Musk regularly talked to Vladimir Putin, and this is what they're trotting out as their closing message. Yes, this is what they're trotting out as their closing message. And it's not that it's not true, it's that no one cares. The right wing doesn't care about it because they're fascists and they love strongmen and dictators because no one cares about it when we all know that our government is controlled by rich people, a small group of elites, corporations, and foreign governments, particularly the Israeli regime. So I don't give a fuck what you have to say about Russia when American foreign policy is often dictated by the Israeli regime. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of hearing about fucking Russia. I hope that somebody does like a deep dive investigation into Kamala Harris's campaign, like a post-mortem. It definitely won't be the Democrats because, as I've said many times in many videos, they don't learn shit. I hope that some outside group or outlet or something does though, because I want to know the exact conversations that happened to make her change her campaign from what was a good economic populist message when she first started, their idea to call the Republicans weirdos, because they are, to go from that to suddenly stopping the campaign of pointing out what weirdos they are, which was working, and policies that were popular with Americans, like talking about cracking down on price gouging and housing, to suddenly not talking about that all and leaning fully in to try to appease and appeal to Republicans by going super right-wing on the border, bragging about how much she loves big business. A lot of big business supports her. Making sure she repeats over and over that she's not gonna ban fracking. She's not gonna stop it. She's gonna have a Republican in her cabinet campaigning with Liz Cheney. Did everyone else just forget that Liz Cheney celebrated when Roe v. Wade was overturned? Trying to have it both ways by talking about how awesome Republicans are and how much you have so many Republicans supporting you, while also just talking about the threat to democracy and Trump being a fascist. How are you doing both of those things at once? It doesn't work. And it doesn't work because Trump is the Republican Party. There is no distance between him and the voters. This never Trump Republican only exists in the beltway of DC and the green rooms of MSNBC and Boomer Mar. I want to know who advised her, who told her to embrace this dog shit strategy. Because, you know, if they lose, and she might, this is going to be a major reason.